And as we stand on the brink of a great transformation between the emergence of artificial intelligence and the development of immersive technology, we are also preparing for the jobs of tomorrow. And as a mom and a grandmother, this investment is also about developing good people of great character. So thank you, Eastside Charter, for your commitment to, as you say, paving the way for future generations of innovators and leaders. I am so proud to be one of the partners on this journey, and I look forward to seeing you all back in Delaware. Good morning, everyone.
Friends, I'm so sorry to miss today's celebration and grand opening. I'm here in DC for our first week of the new Congress, but I'm glad to be able to join you virtually to reflect on this incredible milestone in the revitalization of the Riverside neighborhood and the vital role of Eastside Charter in the greater Wilmington community. The grand opening of the Eastside Charter Chemours STEM Hub is not just the opening of a building. It's the opening of a world of possibilities for so many in our city. In today's rapidly evolving world, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics are no longer just subjects taught in schools. They are the foundation of a modern economy, the driving force behind innovation, and the key to unlocking opportunities for a better, more prosperous future. That's why the establishment of this hub is so important. It's not just a place for our students to learn. It's a launching pad for career success, economic mobility, and workforce development for students, and for parents and neighbors alike. For too long, individuals and families have struggled to access pathways to well-paying, stable STEM jobs that allow them to thrive. With this hub, that changes. It's about building skills, building careers, and building futures right here in the heart of Riverside. Whether it's a young person looking to start their career in technology or an adult looking to upskill and transition into a new field, this hub will provide the tools and resources necessary to make that possible. What makes this hub particularly exciting is that it's the first open access STEM hub in the region designed specifically for workforce development. It's not just a learning center. It's a collaborative space where local residents can connect with STEM corporations and nonprofit organizations. It's a place where they can gain skills, receive mentorship, and prepare for the high-demand careers that will shape our economy for years to come. And perhaps most importantly, this STEM hub will offer mental health services to the public, an issue that is near and dear to my heart as the former chair of the Senate Health Committee. In an age where mental health challenges are increasingly recognized as a key barrier to success, it's vital that we provide the support for our community to not just grow economically, but to heal emotionally. This is a place where people can come not only to learn and grow professionally, but to receive the mental health support that is so often overlooked in underserved communities. All of this work will be enhanced through Eastside's partnership with the Wilmington Public Library, which will manage the building during non-school hours to provide community-serving programs to expand this hub's impact. Speaking of impact, none of this would be possible without the tireless work and dedication of my friend Erin Bass, whose efforts in securing both private and public funding for this project are truly remarkable. Thank you, Erin, for your incredible dedication to Eastside Charter and to Wilmington, and for believing in the power, always, of community. Today, we are opening a building that will serve as a beacon of opportunity, a place where the community can come together to learn, to grow, and to succeed. This is a moment for all of us to celebrate because the Eastside Charter Chemours STEM Hub represents a future where everyone, of every single background, has the tools, the support, and the opportunities they need to reach their fullest potential and pursue their dreams. Thank you to everyone who made this possible. Thank you to the residents, the students, the families, and the community leaders who will continue to make this space a powerful force for change in our state of New Jersey. Thank you.
Thank you to our congressional delegation. Before I hand the mic off to Blake, who's here now, I want to take a second as we look around everything that's going on with us globally. This STEM Hub, again, is not just for Eastside, it's not just for Northeast, it's not just for Delaware, it's for the region. But as we look globally at what's going on, let us take a moment of silence and think about those families who've lost their lives in California and all that they're still going through. Thank you. All right, let me introduce our second host of the day. He doesn't really need an introduction. If you've been in any activity, any event in Wilmington, in Delaware State over the last 2 or 3 years, you've known him. We love him. His name is Blake Saunders. He goes by Blake the Brain. I've known him since he was probably 12 or 13 years old. I love him like a son. Let's welcome Blake the Brain.
All right, I don't even know where to begin, but we're gonna have a great time, right? Did we say prayer already? We said prayer? No, we didn't? I'm just trying to buy time real quick. Don't mind me. All jokes aside, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud and happy to be here because this means a lot for the community, but it means a lot for me because my grandmother grew up right across the street, literally right across the street. She had my father over there. He left, then he made me, and this is a great opportunity. So, I'm not going to hold you guys up anymore. I promise you guys I ran into some traffic on the way down here from downtown Wilmington. Speeding, running lights, everything. So, if I get a red light, Matt, I need you to make sure you make some calls and do that thing up, okay? But I'm gonna get this show going, I'm gonna get the energy going, but right before we do that, I wanna bring up this gentleman. This guy, I promise you, I was ready, I had music for him. This guy would just, he will not stop. He just keeps going, and he keeps going. I need to call him the Energizer Buddy. I lied to you not, when we canceled last week, of course it was snow, I'm pretty sure Senator Carter was outside shoveling his car, ready to come. This guy doesn't stop. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, the legend, the man, the myth, and legend, Mr. Carter.
Who likes your material? Pay raise. No, nice round of applause. You are part of the Chemours family. Work there, shareholder there. Would you just stand up a minute? If you're part of the Chemours family, just stand up. Let's give them a very round of applause, please. Everybody has some kind of connection to this place. My wife and I live 2 or 3 miles away. And as a government of the state, we created charter schools. And this is one of the early charter schools. I remember the day we came here to kick it off and say, this is going to be Eastside Charter School. And we had at the time young boys that went on to be great young men. But my wife Martha worked with the Pine, traveled all over the world. I was a governor or senator or whatever, and we had to find somebody to take care of our boys. And the person we found was Barbara Girocco. And Barbara Girocco, when she finished taking care of our boys, she would come here to the school and help educate the kids in that area. So I feel a special bond and kinship to Eastside Charter School. It's going to take me a while to take the full name, Chemours and everything. But can you y'all say it when you say that? Go ahead. Go ahead. Thank you very much. It's very good. We will keep working on that. Time I was privileged to be your Governor Ribbon up until about high noon, January 3rd, which is the day that I stepped aside. And Lisa took charge. People in the Senate have been so nice to me. They said, they call me TC. TC would really been an issue. And I said, oh no, you won't be. Lisa will be in the Senate like, a week, you'll forget my name. And they'll say, oh no, we won't, Chris. That's the way it is. We got, it's been my joy and pleasure to work with Chris, to work with Lisa, and we've had a great bond. One of the reasons why we're able to bring in $3 million, let me hear you say $3 million. Buckaroos. That's what it was. And that money just doesn't appear by magic, it does, because we work for it. Chris is a member of the Appropriations Committee, and he's had a great input to deciding where these, they're called president directed funding. But there's another word for them that is not as quite as complimentary. And John Keane, whom I served in the Navy in the Vietnam War, John Keane used to describe that process as pigs feeding in the trough. And the idea that the members of the Appropriations Committee, House and Senate, we giving up money, put it back in their district stuff that they wanted to do. We cleaned that up. We cleaned it up a number of years ago, and it's now called Congressional Directed Funding. And the $3 million is part of the results of that effort. Last thing I want to say, not every baby, not every kid has kind of opportunities that most of us have had to be loved by parents, stable household, the ability to get preschool training, and we're about to first grade, we're ready to roll in PC houses. Not everybody's had that, but we have it. Most of us have it. And we have an obligation, those of us who had that kind of upbringing and head start in life, to turn around and make sure we reach back to some kids who didn't have those advantages. We didn't have the fortune that we've enjoyed. This is like paying it forward. This is paying it forward. It'll make a difference in the lives of hundreds, thousands of kids in the years to come. It'll also make a difference in our economy as a city and as a nation. And I just want to say that it's wonderful to be here with all of you. I want to say thank you so much for giving me a chance to serve you in the Navy for something like 20 years. And as a treasurer, Congress, and governors, I have loved serving you. I believe that the secret to joy in our lives is serving other people. And you give me a great joy. You bring opportunities to serve. I will always be grateful. And now, since my house is only 2 miles away, I'm going to go back and take that. But I will see you all soon. God bless you. Thank you so much.
See you at the YMCA. All right. So we're going to keep this show going really quickly. I'm definitely getting to some jokes a little bit later on and some energy, but I definitely want to keep the show moving on. Next up, we have the governor, Bethany Hall Long. Please come. I didn't see you in church yesterday. I didn't see you in church.
We're not going to sing or we're not going to give a sermon.
No. We got a lot of time.
I am so happy to be here. Those of you who know, as a nurse professor and National Women and Mentors Chair of our nation's Women in STEM, there's no way I was going to miss this morning, and particularly with Aaron Bass and your initiatives and the program and the partners. It is incredibly important to be present for the young children here. How many of you are students here? Anybody over there in class? Are you excited? Today is really about our students and the community. I'm not going to repeat what has been said, and I'm also not going to take away from our incredible members of our Delaware General Assembly, who I also see the Lieutenant Governor-elect in the audience at Ohio Wednesday. I don't want to take from them because they will be talking a little bit about the money. The money is important, part of that came from them. But I know between the transition of Governor Carney, myself, Governor-elect Meyer, it is really incredibly important that when we're in community, work through community. I had the privilege of being on the community streets, working through the community around the neighborhoods here. But what I have known is the incredible power of the future. Women in STEM right now are only 30% in our community, particularly women in technology, within tech and engineering, less than 5%, 3% in the Latino and Black community. This is a deal maker, a game changer, and with partners, whether it's Chemours and other partners who contributed to the foundation, to the board members, this not only uplifts our economics and not only uplifts the outcome of opportunity, but this is a national program with a charter school. As a mom of a son who went to a charter school, it critically important to have those opportunities. And so I know on behalf of all the other electeds who are not able to speak today, the presence of those of us here, want to say thank you. And it's not a one and done. I encourage the community, I continue to encourage the partnerships of the nonprofits and the foundation. It's important. The other reason I would never miss being here, even if it was coming through snow or having to figure out a way to change the schedule, was the behavioral health program. Former Senator, Congresswoman McBride mentioned that. It is really important. This is a hub that will be open, serving the community not only with science, technology, engineering, and math, but for critical behavioral health, mental health services. So please take advantage of those opportunities. As the chair of the Behavioral Health Consortium, it has been important that we have resources in the neighborhood. And so I again say congratulations, thank you for the efforts. And today is just the beginning when we cut the ribbon. Let's continue to make sure to be partners, to participate, to fund, to provide those opportunities for all children, all communities, no matter the zip code. Thank you.
Thank you. Right now, we get a chance to make sure we recognize. And all our elected officials, please stand up right now. Yes, that's you. Right? Good. We're just following the ball, so we're good, okay? And I tell you to do this, but I see so many people who do a lot. Like I said, I'm a woman Tony. I grew up here. I was some people, I'm Delaware through and through. All my community folks that I know who have been putting in work in the community for years, can you, ladies and gentlemen, please stand up? Yes, yes, you know who you are. Come on, clap your hands. There you go, there you go. Yeah, pull it up. I see you, man. Corey, I see you. Hey, I see you. I don't know your name, but I see you. You guys are doing the work. I appreciate you guys so much, all right? Want to keep the show going? I'm going to make sure I'm right. We're going. And this guy coming up to the stage. Every time I see him, I always crack a joke. How many people know the movie Paid in Full? What was the name? Money Making Mitch? Yo, look, Aaron, you never seen Paid in Full? Is this building Paid in Full now? Not yet, so we're on it. We got two payments. All right. So we need you all up front. All right, thank you. Amen. Amen. See this guy, when I call him Money Making Man. This brother went from prestige. Yeah. In the house. School to now the governor-elect for the state of Delaware. This is my main man, bringing in. Please show some love to Governor-elect Matt Money Meyer. Look, Matt is about the culture. Watch this. He knows the culture. He knows it. Where's my security? Good morning. Good morning. What an amazing day. What an amazing day. 8 days ago, Aaron Bass texted me. He said, we're thinking about moving it. There's going to be a lot of snow in the morning. And I said, we're not moving it. I'm going to put air in my tires. I said, I'll ride my bike. We're good. I'm going to be here. This cannot be delayed. And I saw Tom Parker out there shoveling his walk. So I thought we'd be here a week ago. But this cannot come soon enough. How many teachers in the room? Can we have teachers, educators? Stand up. Let's give them a round of applause. God bless you. Not just for being here today, but for what you do every day. Not just in the best moments when we're celebrating the shiny floors in this extraordinary building, but in the hardest moments. About 11 years ago, I was down the street at Prestige Academy, and I was having a hard moment. It was tough. I was trying to teach my 6th grade math students the formula for the slope of a line. Who knows the formula for the slope of a line? Yeah. Go ahead, Jess. Y, no square. No square. Y equals mx Max Plus. We give it up for Jessica. Last student of the day. The problem is to try to get 6th graders these days have a lot of distractions. And even back in my day, we didn't have as many distractions. And trying to get kids to care that y equals mx plus b, and what each of those letters mean, is really, really hard. It's really, really hard. And it was hard to keep kids on task. It was hard to keep kids engaged. So I tried something new one day. Instead of doing what, apologies to Aaron Bass and the principals in the room, what my principal and the dean of the faculty wanted me to do, I did what I wanted to do. And I wanted to teach the kids something called Scratch. Scratch is, I think still was then, and it is still now, a tool for kids to learn software development. They just were all on their little laptops, and they were working kids through a maze, working Scratch through a maze, using computer programming languages. They didn't know that. They thought it was a game. But really what they were doing is they were learning the basic computer language in 6th grade without even knowing. I talked a few days later to a friend of mine who teaches at Friends School on the other side of town. And she said, oh, we teach that to our kids as part of the curriculum in 4th grade. Right? It was apparent to me that not only were we not delivering the curriculum that our kids needed to succeed in the 21st century, but also there was an inequality that would have reverberations not just for days or months, but for years to come. Seeing so many people here who galvanized around our leader, Aaron Bass, who galvanized around the hard work of people like Charlie McDowell and Jocelyn Stewart, I don't know if they are here, and so many others who said this is an imperative for our community. Somewhere here, maybe in this room, but somewhere in this community is the Jeff Bezos of 2040, of 2050, of 2060. Somewhere in here is the Mark Zuckerberg, maybe not the Elon Musk. But somewhere, there are individuals among us who have that ability, who have that desire, but poverty, a lack of resources, inhibits them, prevents them from ever realizing their potential. And that's why I wanted to come here, even in the snow. We got to open the doors. It's an emergency. We need to move quickly. And it's not just today. We can build a beautiful building, y'all. We got to make sure we're supporting the educators who are in here. As the acting governor said, we got to make sure we're supporting the mental health professionals who are in here. Today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, and for decades to come. Thank you so much. Can somebody get that? For the record? You hear that right there? You moved on up, okay, player? You moved on up. From the east side, literally. Catch that, okay. Now, what I like to do is I like to use a piece of pie. All right, I didn't get a chance to say these rules, but you get a minute and a half to 2 minutes to do your thing. And whoever gets okay, my team I already know, I'm gonna start calling y'all salt and pepper right there. Alright, you get 2 minutes. Am I right? 2 minutes. And whoever can get the lowest time will be the winner. Alright? So if you can do 30 seconds, the crowd's gonna love it. Now what I like to do, I like to use music to introduce our next audience speaker coming up. So our next speaker coming to the stage. She has been doing amazing things. I don't know how she does it over there, just raising money, just being in the community. So ladies and gentlemen, please show some love for Miss Denise Dingham, CEO of Chemours.
Good morning, everyone. My Chemours Chemours colleagues, I'm just going to apologize. I know I just violated a safety rule. I'm not having a railing coming up these steps, and I'm having a heart attack every time I see someone walk up and down. So anyway, we'll have to fix that. We don't want to have any safety incidents. So hey, good morning everyone. Really happy to be here, and thank you everyone, government officials, community leaders, our teachers, our students. Really, really super to see you here today for this really important event. I am the CEO of Chemours, but I am a chemical engineer by training. I actually went to school at Drexel University in Philadelphia, and and I, as a young kid, had a big family, loved math and science, and my dad actually said to me, "Hey, you're really good at this stuff. You know, why don't you consider engineering?" I had no idea what an engineer was, right? But he planted that seed. He believed in me, and he told me, "Hey, I think you can do this," and it's amazing. That's what it takes, right? A lot of times it just takes one person seeing that potential in you, whether it's a family member, a friend, a teacher, someone just saying, "Hey, I think you can do this." And, you know, I'm a firm believer STEM does not discriminate. Systems and people do. And, you know, you look at the statistic now, Society of Women Engineers will say that 29% of STEM employees are now women. When I started my career, it was 10. So it is possible, but it takes hard work, and it takes the things that we're doing here today. I truly believe in that this my history has kind of framed, you know, my belief and the things that I want to do in my life, not just in my work life, but in my personal life. It's really important to have an example and to provide a place where we can have those opportunities for our community and for our children. At Chemours, I say that we need to be evangelists for chemistry. A lot of times people don't understand why chemistry is needed. I can expand that to not just chemistry, but all of STEM. I was talking to a young man, where is he, earlier, and he told me that he wanted to make a difference. There he is. Yeah. And he said to me, "Hey, do you do anything in Chemours or neuroscience? I really want to make a difference in this world." And I said, "That's right on. I think neuroscience is great, but chemistry is really great." So maybe we can get him over to the Discovery Hub. I told him we're going to be doing a lot of great things here, and maybe just move to the next message. This is just the beginning, right? This is a building. But what we have to do is make it alive. We have to bring people from Chemours, people from the community, and we've got to inspire kids and so that they know the benefits of and what is really needed in our world and provide that opportunity to them. So let's remember that today as we're cutting that ribbon, that we're going to need, this is just the beginning. Thank you.
I am a human real. Did he pay insurance? Okay. Should we cover it? All right. We're going to keep the show going. All right. This next gentleman coming to the stage, I met him. I did a presentation over at Barclays. And they was like, "You're going to love our CEO. He's so cool. He's very down to earth." And he was exactly that. He said, "If there's anything I can do to help you, just let me know." And listen, before you come up, Mr. Denning, I got some music for you. All right, so you got to come up with the energy. Okay? And this is for you. Go first, drop your music. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, coming in at 5'10", maybe 6 foot, the CEO of Barclays Consumer Bank, ladies and gentlemen, Denny.
So I
offer to help him, and that's what I get. So, as Blake said, I'm Denny Neal, and I'm CEO of Barclays U.S. Consumer Bank. And I think, like all of you, I am super pumped to be here today. This is such an exciting day. And Eastside holds a really special place in our hearts. You know, Barclays made Wilmington our U.S. headquarters 20 years ago when it bought a local startup. And Eastside has been a community partner of ours ever since. We've had hundreds of our colleagues who've been mentors over the last 2 decades, had several senior leaders who served on the board, including, where's Maurice Ragland? There he is, right there. He joined the board 5 years ago. And I think, you know, strong partnerships like this in the community is really what makes me proud to be at Barclays. You know, we feel like we have, you know, an important role to play in the communities where we work and live, and we want to make it easier to build a strong and inclusive culture. So, really excited to be part of this journey, really excited about today. Aaron, what you've built here makes us all so proud. And today, seeing these doors open, you know, not just for the students, but for the whole community, it's super, super exciting. And so we're very proud to be on this journey with you, and congratulations. Hey, that was close to 30 seconds.
We need to get an official timekeeper. Anybody volunteering for the official timekeeper? All right, I guess it's me. All right, we're gonna keep the show going. If anyone can beat Danny, we're gonna find out. No? Senator said no? You're not gonna beat that? But keep it to 2 minutes. 5 minutes? Okay, all right. She's already got the energy, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome your Delaware State Senator, Miss Nicole Poore.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Aaron. Congratulations. As he was texting me yesterday, as he was at the Eagles game, well deserved. It was a beautiful win, as painful as it was, but congratulations. Good morning, everyone. I'm Nicole Poore, and I'm the state senator of the 12th District. It is absolutely a pleasure to join you here once again. I think it was roughly 2 years ago when we sat in this auditorium and talked about what the vision would be, and here we are today. So congratulations. When I served as the chair of the bond committee, one of the things that we have the opportunity to do is really to hand select particular projects, as we are also helping projects throughout the state of Delaware, like Chemours and Barclays and others. It's really important for us when we're making these budget decisions to know that what we are building is going to change the trajectory of not only of our children, but of the families in the state of Delaware. And the fact that we believed in the vision that Aaron had and what he laid out for the STEM Hub really told us that we could truly understand the importance of this investment. And so when it comes to our dollars in the state of Delaware, we are limited, but we know that what he was telling us and what he wanted to produce, not only for our children, but also the families, we had to invest. We were not going to be the last ones out on this one. So my colleagues, Senator Pinckney, our Majority Whip, Senator Lockman, and all of the other senators and representatives stood toe-to-toe and said we were going to get this done with you. So we are thrilled to be here today. We know that the students who we expose to STEM education and hands-on careers, the readiness programs from a young age, they are best positioned to succeed. And when our students succeed, Delaware succeeds. So in keeping my remarks brief, but definitely not 2 minutes, I just want to say that Aaron, you, your staff, your teachers, everything that you guys are doing, you are knocking it out of the park, and it is an honor and a pleasure to stand next to you, friend. So congratulations.
Thank you. All right. That official time was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. All right. I'm gonna keep the show moving because they said I gotta keep going. So next up, gonna keep it going. We're gonna hear from all of our lovely senators that we do have in the building. Coming up to the stage, we have Senator Marie Pickney. She plays no games.
Good morning, everyone. A little secret about me is that I am very competitive. So you said there's a prize, a winner?
Yes, it is.
So, ditto. Just kidding, but I will be brief. I am excited to be here. I'm so excited to be here because my mom grew up in Riverside. And so every time I drive her by here and she sees what Logan is doing across the street, what Erin is doing here, she starts crying. And I just think it's the sweetest thing. I purposely go this way. We can be going to Newark. And I'm like, let's just take a real quick detour. We live in Newcastle. So I don't have a lot to say. I just want to thank Erin for the investment that you have made in a community that for a long time a lot of people did not invest in. It is a beautiful, beautiful building. I cannot wait for generations to be here and make a difference and change lives. Another real quick secret is that Aaron is an amazing advocate for this community. So he texts Nicole and I regularly to make sure, don't forget us, don't forget this community, don't forget the funding. Little does he know, the money was in there from like the get-go. So he didn't have to text us, he didn't have to, but he did. And we are so proud to be able to ride past this building and see what our small contribution did, but more proud to be a part of what you and your educators and your family has done in this community. So thank you. Cannot wait to have kids to send here one day.
You are officially 1 minute and 24 seconds. She was doing good. I thought she was going to be done in 35 seconds. I was like, okay, she's going for the record. But right now, Denny, I think you're still in first place. We're going to keep the show moving. I said these ladies are shaking things up. Next up, we have come to the stage. Please show some love for Senator Elizabeth Tizzy Lockman.
Ooh, walk-on music. That's nice. That's the way we do things here at Eastside Charter. Thank you. I'm going to disappoint you on the timing, but I'll take 30 of your seconds and then keep it moving. Good morning, everyone. I'm State Senator Tizzy Lockman. I'm the State Senator for the 3rd District, kind of wearing my hat as co-chair of the Reading Consortium for Educational Equity this morning. And it is an absolute honor to celebrate the opening of the Chemours STEM Hub here at Eastside Charter School. Did I get it right? Right on. Congratulations on this vision brought to life through the collaboration of so many. Congratulations, Erin, and congratulations to the whole Eastside Charter family. And I'm very, very proud of the vital role that the Reading Consortium for Educational Equity got to play. We advocate for equity and opportunity for students in Wilmington and northern Newcastle County as a legislatively established body recommending big ideas for reforming our public education system. And we love having the opportunity to support projects like this, which can model and lead as we feel that our Wilmington students should be doing for students all over the state. So the big structural ideas that we promote can take a long time to bring to fruition. So I have to shout out, who I think is still here, Matt Den, my co-chair on the Reading Consortium, our former Attorney General and Lieutenant Governor, because he really led us in securing funds to advance investments that we recommended in more immediate ways to move the needle toward equity. Making sure that we pour into every child to reach their full potential, and in this case, making competitive grants available through our Wraparound Services Initiative to support school leaders in providing out-of-school time programming and wellness services, and this project does both. So I'm so thankful to Erin for securing that $5.7 million in out-of-school time funding and really showing us all how it can be done. Beyond our wildest hopes, I'm going to be honest, pulling up this morning was something else. Blending all those goals that we set forth, leveraging myriad partnerships, and creating a whole building where innovation, learning, and discovery can thrive. And it's more than a building, it's this beacon of possibility for students and our community here and beyond. A simple yet profound vision, uplifting every student so they can reach their fullest potential. But what I think excites me the most about this particular project is the recognition in this hub of such a powerful core value that when we all live together, school leaders, educators, leaders in other sectors, but parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, neighbors, that it becomes so much easier when the community unites to carry that weight of creating brighter futures for our children. And so by fostering this deep community inclusion here, we can ensure that everyone not only shares in the work, but also reaps the reward of this collective lift, building a future where every student, family, and this neighborhood and other neighborhoods can dream bigger, reach higher, achieve more. So I'm so thankful to you, so grateful to be part of this lift, and look forward to continuing to lift with all of you. Don't tell me my time, I don't want to know.
All right. Senator Lockman says she doesn't want to know her time of 3 minutes and 15 seconds. All right, we're going to keep the show moving. Now, I did do some research on everyone up here. Now, these next gentlemen coming up have been doing community work for years. When I say years, years. And I think I have the perfect song coming up for the CEO of First Community Foundation. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Charlie McDowell.
Thank you, Blake. That concentration on the years, I think, was a reference to the age of the person just stumbled up the stairs there. As the First Community Foundation is the fundraising affiliate of Eastside Charter School, and the foundation actually owns the land and buildings here that Eastside Charter occupies. And my mission today is on behalf of the Eastside family to express the tremendous thanks that needs to go out to lots of different people. And Blake, hold on to your hook, because I can't possibly accomplish that anywhere close to 2 minutes, and I've gotten papal dispensation from Aaron and from Chairman of the Board, Cecil Gordon, so just hold on there. Stick with me. And to start the thanks, it's obvious that at the top of the list is our CEO, Aaron Bass. Aaron had the idea and the vision for this, and it's clear that if Aaron hadn't have been leading the charge, we wouldn't be here today. So Aaron, many, many thanks, and we'll be coming back to that. And the other major grant funding, which you've already heard about a bit, came from the federal government, thanks to the efforts of our congressional delegation. Thank you so much, Senator Carper and Senator Coons and Lisa Blunt Rochester. And also to our state bond bill leaders, Senator Poore and Pinckney and Senator Lockman. What y'all did for us was invaluable, and we wouldn't have accomplished this. So after this ceremony, I hope you'll have an opportunity to walk through the new facility, and you will see not only the new STEM Hub building with its exciting grand entrance lobby, but including a maker space and a computer lab, but also, I want you to note particularly the beautiful connector alongside the wonderful inside courtyard to the expanded cafeteria and the interior entrance to this auditorium. You should know that when we started construction about 2 years ago, we only had enough money to do the basic building out there. We didn't have enough money to do that wonderful connector that I hope you will see. It took a second tranche of funding from the bond bill and the federal money that came in order to permit us to do that. And that has made such an incredible difference in the whole project. It greatly impacts the overall appearance and the functionality of the project. Now, others deserving special recognition, which is who includes many people who've been regular supporters of Eastside Charter over the years, starting with Barclays Bank. Barclays has been the mainstay of our mentoring program since its inception. And then there are several private foundations: Longwood and Welfare Foundation, Laffey McHugh Foundation, Good Samaritan, Delaware Curative, the Thronson Foundation, and the Donald and Martha DeWeese Foundation. And Don DeWeese was the chairman, where he's here with his mother. Don was the chairman of the board of Eastside Charter when I first got connected back in 2005 or 6 or something like that. And in fact, Don was the chairman when we got this original facility from the city of Wilmington. And Don said something to the effect that we're going to raise $10 million and we're going to build this wonderful school. Well, Don, it's taken about 20 years now to get to that point, but we've gotten there, and you had a lot to do with getting us there. And we also received very generous support from some individuals, namely Jim and Jocelyn Stewart. Jocelyn was, in fact, the board chair when Aaron started first pushing this idea, and she saw it through to the groundbreaking that occurred 2 years ago. And moreover, Jocelyn has been the main driver of community and foundation support in the community for the last 20 years. Now, that was the government grants and private philanthropy, but the project financing also required and received magnificent support from financial institutions. Sinair and U.S. Bank allocated to us very valuable New Markets tax credits. But in order to get the financial benefit of those tax credits, we had to have somebody to buy the credits. And that person ended up was Discover Bank. And I haven't seen Matt Parks here and Amy, but they're back there. I just want to tell you that if we hadn't had the support from Discover Bank that bought the tax credits and provided the traditional funding, we wouldn't be here today, and that was because of the leadership of Matt Parks and Amy Walls. We'll be forever indebted to you to do that. I often told Matt that we should name something here after him. We'll figure that out later on, I guess, Matt. And I also want to recognize the great work of our architects, Wallace, Roberts, and Todd, and I think I see, yes, thank you, right there in the audience, and our general contractors, EDIF Company. And I want to mention again, it was mentioned earlier, the important role that the Wilmington Public Library will play in this project. As you know, the STEM Hub is intended not only to provide the classrooms for Eastside's middle school, but also to be used for community serving programs during non-school hours when the building will be managed by the Wilmington Public Library. We think this is a terrific maximization of use of a public facility. We're very proud of that part of it. Finally, recognition and appreciation go to the Eastside Charter staff who suffered through the disruptive construction, but at least now they'll get to enjoy the fruits of all the labor that went into this project. And in addition to Aaron Bass, I want to especially recognize and thanks Nick Medalio, who's at the back of the room there. While I hold the title of CEO of the First Community Foundation, Nick, as the CFO, is the one who's done all the work. Nick managed the financing. He was a major interface with the architects and the contractors. So many thanks to Nick. Aaron had the idea and vision and raised most of the funding, but you were a major contributor in assisting Aaron in executing the plan. And the last thing I want to point out is the important connection of this project with the $600 million Reach Riverside holistic revitalization of the entire Riverside community. It was the leadership of Eastside Charter that caused that project to get started, and that the Eastside Charter is the K-8 component of the cradle to college education pipeline, which is fundamental to the total rehabilitation project for the neighborhood. And you're going to hear, I think, something about that probably from Logan when he gets up, he hobbles up here. Can you get up these stairs? Okay, that's good. So my apologies, Brian. I'm totally, I know I took much too much time, but there were just a lot of people that needed to be thanked, and I wanted to do that. So thank you to all of you for coming today.
All right now, I know what y'all waiting on, but I'm not going to say the time. But he's the hardest working volunteer. I know he's been volunteering for a long time. We do appreciate you. Clap it up for him one more time. All right. I'm not going to say it's time, but I'm going to just say he cut off 3 other speakers. I'm going to keep moving, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, I did some research on this guy. I know this guy's been all over. I mean, he's been putting in work for years. I don't want to take up too much of his time. So, ladies and gentlemen, please show some love for our Eastside Charter School Board Chair, Mr. Cecil Gordon.
Good morning, everyone. Just briefly, I want to say I might be the exception to the rule, but I didn't mind canceling January 6th. Politics aside, I kind of thought that we didn't really want to share that date with the meaningful date in the history of this school, so God moves in mysterious ways, as my mom said. So welcome to the January 13th opening for Chemours STEM Hub. My name is Cecil Gordon, and I have the honor and the pleasure of serving as the chair of the board of directors here at Eastside Charter School. On behalf of our students, our staff, and our entire board, I extend our sincere thanks and appreciation for all of your hard work and overwhelming generosity, making this historical day possible for our school and for our community. Following Charlie is always good because I know he's going to be very detailed and meticulous and thank everybody who's associated with this project. So that gives me a chance to be a little briefer, but there are a couple of people I do want to thank. And I'm going to start with Charles McDowell. You know, Charles is a modest guy, and as you noticed, he thanked everybody this morning and didn't speak of himself. But Eastside Charter is his dream. You know, Charlie has done so much for all of us who are associated with this school. His fingerprints are on every aspect of this school. Since day one, he's been fully committed to the success of the students here at Eastside. And he remains steadfastly so. Whenever he asks any of us to do anything, to volunteer, you know the answer is always going to be yes. His passion for Eastside is undeniably his calling. And I cannot thank Charlie enough. Let's give a hand for Charles McDowell, please. Secondly, a special thanks to Ray Rhodes, who is our new STEM Hub and Community Engagement Director. Ray has hit the ground running, and the students have really benefited from his presence here at Eastside. He was recently recognized by the Delaware Business Times for his leadership skills, and we look forward to a bright future for our students and for our community under his guidance. Thirdly, a shout out to Reach Riverside and its CEO, Logan Herring. Logan, thanks for embracing Eastside Charter as a full and valuable partner in the revitalization of the Riverside community. We look forward to building an even stronger relationship in the days to come. And finally, I must thank my board colleagues for their strategic vision and all their hard work. A dedicated board always plays a critical role in the governance of any successful nonprofit agency. I'm going to take a second and ask the board members to please stand. Thank you very much. Also, there are a number of previous board members present this morning as well. They too have played significant roles in the success we are here to celebrate today. I'm going to ask previous board members to take a second and stand. Thanks, guys. And in closing, I'll leave you with one of my favorite quotes from Malcolm X, who said, and I quote, "Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Such is our vision here at Eastside. Again, thank you very much. Thank you for investing in our children and making a difference in their lives. Don't be a stranger, and please come back to visit us again soon.
You was half of predecessor. All right, next up, we're going to keep this thing moving now. This music I have for this next gentleman, and I see him, I met him before, and I just said, I just want to have some fun with his music for him, because when you hear the song, you'll know he puts in the work. He had an opportunity, and he took advantage of it, and he grew from it. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the president and CEO of Westside Health, Chris Fraser.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Well, thank you for that. It's amazing. Dr. Gordon, I'm going to echo you. What an amazing day to be celebrating this Happy New Year. This is the way to kick off a new year. Thank you, Dr. Bass. Thank you, Eastside. Thank you, everybody. You heard, I'm Chris Fraser, the president and CEO of Westside Family Healthcare, and it's amazing to be here with all of you. And the transformation that is happening here at Eastside and in the Northeast community and the Riverside community, we're seeing a vision realized that members of this community will have new opportunities and choices through Eastside and the Chemours STEM Hub. We'll say that again, Senator, and that will allow them to thrive, just as Dr. Bass has said, to live successful and choice-filled lives in the future. This is an amazing opportunity. And Westside is so thankful to be part of what's going on here. We've been serving Delawareans since 1988. And it's an honor to serve this community since 2006, when we opened our Northeast Health Center on 16th Street. Many of you know that we're a federally qualified health center, and our model is designed to make sure that we're in the communities where healthcare is most needed and helping others with all of those resources that they need to thrive. So after nearly 20 years of being here in this neighborhood, we have an incredible opportunity to come alongside everyone here in Eastside Charter to open a new school-based health center, an opportunity we wouldn't have if it wasn't dreamed up by Dr. Bass, the board, and all of you. So we thank you so much for this opportunity. We'll be able to offer, once the health center space is complete, we'll be able to offer a full scope of age-appropriate primary care services and the behavioral health care that we've been talking about to the students here at Eastside Charter, alongside the team that's here. Through funding from the Reading Consortium, students can get the care that they need right here at the school where they already are. They don't have to reschedule, parents figure that out, and figure out transportation and all of that. And research has shown that at a school-based health center, students can have it's a game changer for students. It's a great privilege for Westside to be able to serve the community in this way. So with parent or guardian approval, this is an opportunity to ensure that children who are learning and growing right here at Eastside are also empowered to receive top quality care without disrupting their school day. Convenient access to care is designed to support kids and their families, and it will be part of the continuum of care that we provide with other community healthcare partners. For all of this, I want to extend from our board, our staff, our sincere thanks to Eastside Charter School, to Dr. Bass, and to the business community, the legislative leaders, the educators who have all made this possible. Thank you.
Let me get you right like Matt. Hold on. Let me get you right like Matt. Give me the shake. All right. There you go. You got it. You got it. You got it, brother. Let me get you right. Let me get you right. Hang out with the governor. Hey, we'll keep it moving. Next up, this brother got his own building, literally right across the street. He has been doing phenomenal things, and I'm very proud of what you've been doing. Ladies and gentlemen, please show some love for the CEO of Nerd It, Markevius Gideon.
So good morning, everybody. How you doing? All right, at the risk of sounding redundant, I'm a man of faith, I'm a husband, I'm a father, and then a social good entrepreneur. You see, a lot of people see, oh, you've been on Shark Tank, you got presidential shout-outs, you've done a lot of things, but you know it really doesn't matter. See, what it is really making sure that we come together and do some great things and follow what God has given to us. And I'd like to share, this neighborhood has gone through decades of despair. And when you think about what we're all coming together to do, is not only changing the future of like today's youth, but generations to come. We think about all the bad stuff that's happened here. Isaiah 43:19, he said, forget what's happened. I can draw a path through the forest. I could bring a stream through the desert. And that's what's happening right now. When you see what Dr. Bass has done, right here bringing the Chemours STEM Hub, this right here is really changing, because I believe I heard 3% of minorities are in STEM. That's crazy. We need to really improve that. You see what Logan is doing over at Reach Riverside. We're really coming together to put in the work. And me as an entrepreneur, as partner here at the STEM Hub, I'm just so grateful to not only really say like, hey, we want to help, but really to show like, yo, there's so much more that we can do. With the right resources, these kids are going to make an incredible impact for generations. So keeping it short, I love you all for all the work that we're coming together to do. And remember, this is just the beginning. We got to make a path in the forest and bring a stream in the desert. Thank you.
I don't know if you should pass the collection plate around. That brother gave a sermon. I appreciate you, brother. All right, next up, now this is my brother. All right, this guy, I don't know how he does it, but he does it. He just raises money. He just keeps getting money, raising money, doing his thing. I watched him. He went from top model to now the CEO of the work group. Y'all think I'm playing? He was a top model. Y'all think I'm playing? He had long hair and everything. Now he's just a model for the CEOs. Ladies and gentlemen, please show some love for Logan Herring.
Thank you, Blake. It's an honor and a privilege to be introduced by Blake, who I grew up with, to follow Marquis Gideon, my brother, and to celebrate with my other brother, Dr. Aaron Bass. Let's please give it up for Dr. Aaron Bass. So I do want to start out by addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, this is a brand new turtleneck. It is turtleneck season. But no, a couple of weeks ago, I tore my Achilles playing basketball over at the warehouse, trying to be young. It's JJ Francis' fault. Where's JJ? He was there with me shooting in the gym for all the wrong reasons. But I just want to take my time, because Marquis didn't take 2 minutes, I'm going to take his time as well, to talk about... You going to cut me off because I'm running over time? Okay. I got a wheel over this way? All right, center stage. Chemours, don't sue me. You know, I'm not doing all my safety precautions. But my journey a little bit. In 2006, almost 20 years ago, I started a nonprofit with my best friend, Eugene Young, and my older brother, Shannon Watson. It was called Delaware Elite. And one of our first funders was the Laffey McHugh Foundation, run by man Dave Sisko, who never wants the spotlight, but please acknowledge Dave Sisko and give him a round of applause. Almost a decade later, I reached out to Dave because I was actually in grad school to become a math teacher. And as Delaware Elite was winding down, modeling wasn't working out, I wasn't getting paid enough. I decided to go to grad school, but I also needed something to pay the bills, and I reached out to Dave. And Dave said, well, we built this STEM center, this technology center over at the Frame Boys and Girls Club. We have all the technology, but we have nobody to run it. And so I went in there, and Governor-elect Matt, we started to teach the kids Scratch. We started to teach them the fundamentals of technology and coding and STEM and entrepreneurship. And I established a program called BOSS, Beating Odds Studying STEM. And then we started to partner with Kingswood Community Center. And then Dave coerced me to come join the Kingswood board in 2015, and the rest is history. In 2016, I took over Kingswood. And that's when I really got introduced to the Riverside neighborhood, and we started to talk about what was possible in this neighborhood. And it was led by the leadership of Eastside Charter, Charlie McDowell and Jocelyn Stewart. Because Charlie is the person who discovered purpose-built communities, the model that we're following for the $600 million revitalization. But it took someone to see something in me that I didn't see in myself, Dave Sisko. And a year after I started at Kingswood, I saw somebody, Deontay Martin. And Deontay Martin was a teenager who grew up in Riverside, who was working at Kingswood as a teenager to help mentor the students behind him. And he said, Mr. Logan, I want to be a carpenter. And so we did a video about Deontay, went viral, and Brian DeSabatino, the head of EDIS, said, can you connect me with this young man? Deontay, get up here, share the spotlight with me, please. Deontay is not only the project engineer for this new Chemours STEM Hub, he's also the project engineer for the new Kingswood Community Center that saved his life. So as we build this airport and these terminals and all the beautiful facilities, remember it's the TSA agents, it's the travel agents, it's the pilots, it's everyone that makes sure that the passengers, the students, get on those planes to their destination with everything they need to be successful in life. Deontay is one of those passengers back then, but now he's one of the TSA agents. He's one of the pilots, helping to guide those students to their destination. So the beautiful facility is wonderful. We love it. But please give tribute and honor those people in the buildings that are making sure our passengers get to their destinations. Thank you.
Definitely appreciate that, Luke. We're going to keep the show moving because time is of the essence. I know some folks have to get back to work. Next up, we have the child of one of our leaders here at Eastside Charter. Please show some love to Eastside Charter Apex Scholar and Pass.
Hello. To start off, I would like to thank everybody that played a role in making this STEM Hub possible. So can we just get a little round of applause? So my name is Aaron Bass. I'm currently in 8th grade at the Apex program. And so I will be graduating in a couple of months, so I won't have a lot of time in this STEM Hub, but I'll try to come back and visit because it's just so amazing. So can't wait for you guys to get in there and see it. So I started here in 5th grade in 2021. So looking back, Eastside has changed drastically. I would say Eastside has changed for the better, definitely. So this STEM Hub means a lot of new things for the students and the community here. So first of all, our school is now unified. So before the STEM Hub was built, myself in the Apex program, we were at the teen warehouse that Mr. Logan runs. So we would have to catch the bus in the morning to go a few blocks away. But now we can just come to school and stay here because we have our classrooms here now. So that's a great thing. And another thing that I would say is excellent about this new STEM Hub is that it gives a ton of opportunities for the students and the community here. So instead of just dreaming about STEM, we're making STEM our reality. So there's a lot of kids that like to design video games and play video games, which is why we have a gaming studio. So I just think it's wonderful that now those kids can now come in here, design the games that they want, and they have the resources to. And it's just, I just find it wonderful because I want to be a part of STEM when I grow up because I want to be a microbiologist. And have the resources to make that my reality. So I just like to say thank you for this building, and yes.
think we all should be standing up. Look, we're going to go ahead and get them out your feet. There, you're going to, look, take this in, okay? Take this in. Stay right there. There you go. Take it all in. All right. We appreciate you guys. And clap it up also for, I see we have some other young students right on over here. Clap it up for them, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now we're almost there. We're going to take it on home. Now, this next gentleman coming to the stage is in a very particular happy mood because the Eagles won yesterday. Where my Birds fans, all my Eagles fans, make some noise. Yes. Where are my Cowgirls fans? Any Cowboys fans out there? That's right. Stay home. And next up, coming up to the stage, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna take up too much time. The CEO of Eastside Charter, please show some love for Aaron Bass.
Thank you all, thank you all. So this is my daughter. My son is right over here. And I've been saying this for years. So my son graduated from Eastside Charter School. My daughter currently goes here. For any educator in education, if your child cannot go to the school that you work at, don't be in education. I mean that. My daughter, she just got accepted into every high school she's applied to with scholarships, and we're still waiting on a few more, so I'm so proud of you, baby. Thank you for being here. Eastside got this building for $1. This building for $1 because the district couldn't get kids to come to this building. We have now doubled the size of this building because we didn't have enough room for the students that currently attended. This is what God did, and I'm so proud of the work that's been taking place here at Eastside Charter. Thankful for our staff, our students to make this all happen, and also for our community. A few quick things. So one, during COVID, when Matt Meyer was then county executive, we were COVID testing right here in the parking lot. We would test at the time. So testing was taking place. They might be testing 20 people at a time over the course of 3-4 hours, 30 people different places. They started testing in the parking lot here at Eastside Charter School. We were testing up to 1,000 people in 3 hours. And this is in 19802 where people were saying, well, what's taking place at Eastside Charter School? We found out that people trusted the community here. We found out there was something unique about this space, and we said that COVID will not be here forever. What can we do for this community? The one thing we need are job opportunities. STEM is the #1 industry in the state of Delaware. We must make sure that people have access to STEM. We've now built the first open access STEM hub where anybody can walk in off the street, receive training in any STEM field thanks to our partners. And that is providing workforce development in the state of Delaware. Thank you so much to our partners. If you are a partner of any of this project, please just stand up real quick. If you are a STEM Hub partner, just stand up real quick. I want to honor you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you in the back. Thank you, thank you. The other piece is that we also know our community needs access to mental health. And so the major thing was we wanted to make sure that the trauma that we see on a daily basis isn't trauma just with students. We've been fundraising for mental health here at Eastside Charter for years and would send kids back home into places where there was still trauma. So we've been treating the children but not treating the family. We now have open access to mental health for anybody who wants to walk in these doors after school 5 days a week. Mental health. And then as you heard from Chris with the student-based health center, I want to just give special thanks to Chemours, Alvenia, Scarborough, and Denise and all the Chemours team. We had an idea of doing this. The idea at the time we thought was $8 million. I've learned a lot about fundraising. We shared this idea. We've never raised more than that at the time. And so we said, you know what? This is what we want to do. We have to improve our community and work was taking place. Alvenia came to a meeting with Jocelyn and myself, handed us $4 million. And I was in tears in that meeting because Chemours believed. And we thank you for that. As of today, we've raised $25 to $27 million in 2.5 years for this project. So, in closing, because I'm the last in between you actually seeing the space and some Chick-fil-A and some wonderful stuff and also cutting the ribbon, and Ray's gonna give you instructions after this, want to say thanks to our team, thank you to all of our donors, thank you to our federal, our state, our council delegations, and to our city for being here. Also want to say special thank you to Maureen, who is now taking over this building, and we appreciate you for making sure it's running. And then also Nick Medalio, who was giving praise earlier. This has been the guy in the foxhole with me, and I appreciate you for doing that work. Also want to say thank you to my family, my beautiful and wonderful wife who is there by my side, Jessica Bass. And then to my mother, Elsa Johnson Bass, who raised me out of West Philly, to be the man that I am today. I've gotten praise, and I appreciate that, but I want to tell you all, this is a team effort. This is an effort that is being used in the community. We look forward to you seeing this space, but I want you to come back a year from now, 2 years from now. We made promises that this will be a space for workforce development, for mental health, and for the community. Come back and see what we do. I appreciate you all and love you.
Y'all should be standing on your feet right now. Come on now. Now listen, stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Now I didn't get to do this in the beginning. But before we go out of here, I need everybody to bring that energy as we get ready for the ribbon cutting, all right? If you're ready for this ribbon cutting, I need everybody in here to say, yeah! Yeah! Nope, I need a little bit louder, okay? All right, a little bit louder. Yeah. Come on up here, Carper. Come on up here, Senator. I'll take you right here. If you're ready to cut this ribbon and get this momentous occasion going, say, yeah! Yeah! All right, ladies and gentlemen, clap it up one more time, and to give you instructions, I got my main man, Ray Rhodes.
Thanks again, everyone. It's been echoed, all the wonderful sponsors, contributors to this project. We're going to go outside. We're going to have the ribbon cutting. All those who spoke first, the speakers are actually going to cut the ribbons, and then all of our partners, elected officials, donors, Chemours, Barclays, we're going to put you up in front to get pictures. So again, thank you for this phenomenal opportunity. And as you walk through the space that you get to see, it's not just a building, it's a place of refuge, and it's a transformational STEM hub. So God bless you. Have a wonderful day.